CherieHanson here. This morning I had the intention to go out immediately to Value Village and unload my car, stuffed to the gills with things that I have hoarded. And the part of hoarding that is so important is that you must never know what you actually have. And I have followed the instructions for that hoarding. What is happening now, I find very interesting, and that is what one of my friends called it, shopping in my closet. Thank you, Maria. I am looking around at what I own and I'm not using and asking the question, how can I use this? How can this be of service to me in the life that I am creating right now? And it's kind of amazing. I wanted to make beeswax cloth wraps for food. And I put on my list, buy beeswax, and then I go into the shed and I feel drawn to go over to that wall. And as I look at the shelf there, I see, there's a paper bag full of blocks of beeswax. It's mining. It's that thing of mining and finding out, you've already got it. I found a dress yesterday that comes from a London shop, a very, very upscale brand that I wore to go to the film festival last night. And I'm just thinking, I've had this for Lord knows how long, 6 years maybe. And this is the first time I've ever worn it. And it's just magnificent. It is decorative, it is quirky, it is unusual, and I looked it up online and it's $300. So this whole idea of selling things on Marketplace does not appeal to me, because that means hours. Those hours that I could be drifting, walking around the yard, sitting on the deck, reading a book, learning something from one of my spiritual teachers, and the whole concept of making myself do something is becoming less and less appealing. I keep coming back to, I should blah, 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 blah. And then I sit with it and I feel down into my belly, into my intuitive knowing. And I will hear, I don't want to do this. And so I'm trying to be very patient with this new way of going in the world. It's kind of like going from being an adolescent to being an adult. It's weird. Your body hurts. Your feet are now further away from you. Expectations have changed. Your expectations of yourself have changed. And you're in a place where you keep coming back to the magic question. Does this serve my higher good? Does this serve my evolution into someone who has a higher vibration? And if it doesn't, I'm really not interested. So I thought, this is how we think. We think we know something. What a joke. What a joke that is. I thought, oh, you've grown a lot and now you're just going to jump back into the crowded pool with all the people splashing and elbows and feet in your face and, all this socializing and all this stuff happening. And I'm going, yeah, you've been through a transition, but the thing that's happened is you've become more reclusive, more satisfied with sitting with yourself, more just full of joy from learning something. And basically, I am on the path of claiming my weirdness. That's where I am. And I don't try to appear to be normal or average or conditioned. It doesn't even enter my mind anymore. I'm just in a place where I ask the question of my gut, do you want to do this? And I will respect the answer, respect myself. Isn't that interesting? When you get to a place where you're not fighting the transition and you're just allowing yourself to become more of who you are. And as I'm going through all this stuff that I have in the shed, all the things I've collected, I look at these things and I think, nope, that's what someone else would wear. That's what the person I was would wear. But it isn't me anymore. And the other thing I notice as I'm clearing is the snake hissing temptation to listen to the ego. It's like, oh, you can't get rid of this. What if you need 25 platters one day? You can't get rid of this. This is signed. It's a handmade platter. And this urge to hold on because the basic belief that I have been conditioned by the trauma imprinting in my family is that scarcity is inevitable. You'll be left blind, deaf, starving, and totally abandoned in some alley somewhere. This is a family story. So what do? Oh, you grab on to things. You hold on to everything. What if I need this? What if I need this dress that's 5 sizes too big for me? And I am noticing that I have shifted into a place of greater confidence in the universe. What is mine will come to me. I don't need to be Shirley Temple tap dancing in a spotlight, singing my little heart out and my ringlets dancing on my shoulders. That doesn't need to happen. And it's so weird because I've been conditioned for so long to believe that only by really engaging in the idea of scarcity will you get anywhere. Hey, this is the interesting thing. If you believe the universe is going to shortchange you, take advantage of you, that there will be no more raisin bread ever coming into your life, you're going to be safer. You're going to be in a place where you're more invulnerable. Instead of realizing that those thoughts, that imprinting, that way of moving through the world is simply creating a reality of scarcity, of fear, of the urge to struggle for survival. So the scarcity struggle for survival is the Bible that I was given in my family ancestry, in my family imprinting, in my family story. And this transition is very strange. It's very strange. It's like I dropped a blotter with the transition juice on it. I'm looking out at the world and going, oh my God, everything's melting and it's just becoming colors and I don't even know where the door is. And so we have to come to a place where we're willing to allow ourselves to change and to grow, which takes a lot of confidence in ourselves and in the universe. And we come to a place where we're willing to throw out the old stories. We're willing to get rid of this 10 commandments that Moses gave us. You will suffer. You will be abandoned. There isn't enough time. You have to work harder. Are you trying to be fancy? Just like at this place right now, like, yes, I like to be fancy because when I'm fancy, it makes me happy. And when I'm happy, I'm kinder. Okay? Okay? So all I can say to you at this time of transition, it's not easy. We're going into, I don't know how. How can it get to be more turbulent? How can there be more chaos? How can it be more confusing? We're going to find out. Yoo-hoo! It's like you're in a rodeo and you're riding a calf, and the next thing you know, you're riding a Brahma bull. It's just like, what happened? What's going on? And the thing that helps you through all of this is keeping your balance. Stay loose. Keep yourself in a place where you allow yourself to come back to center again and again. You allow the fear and the agitation, and you listen to the ego trying to keep you from growing, and you allow yourself to come back to a place of trust. And that's the work right now. As I offload the things I have held on to for decades, as I move the furniture around, my cat is going to need a therapist. Todd just keeps looking at me like, what the hell are you doing? And why? And I talk to him very gently and sweetly. It's okay, honey, I'll take care of you, even if the bed is in a different place and your special chair isn't where you want it. It's going to be okay. And I say that to everyone. We cannot look to the outside world to give us reassurance. We get our reassurance from the altar, the temple, the safe nest that we hold within our bodies. And affirmations, gratitude, looking at small things, deciding you're not going to be angry with yourself if you're not perfect. That's just stupid. You're not going to be perfect. Brings you to a place where you're like a very skilled surfboarder that is riding through turbulent waves. It's going under the wave, in the curl, and shooting out the other side with so much ease and confidence. And that's what we're being called to. Isn't that exciting? It's pretty exciting. I want to say to those people who are watching my videos, I really appreciate that you are watching them. I would ask that you join with me in helping spread the things that I'm learning and the way I am growing to other people so that they can go through these transitions without so much fear and anxiety. Thumbs up, comment, share the video with somebody who's curled up in fetal position. Come off of the ledge! And if you want a reading, if you want coaching, if you want a channeled reading, my channel will give me information about you that can make a shorter and less fraught journey to this place of balance. And that's what we're all looking for. We're looking for a way to be in the world that's far more balanced, far more calm, far more confident. And I say to you, as I always do, I appreciate you.